Right, I'm going to mute myself so I don't cause a bunch of racket while I'm cooking.
Okay, you're fine. All right, so tonight I really wanted to do like a live session with everybody to set some goals for May because I know for me, having specific goals for every month really helps keep me on track. And if I'm looking at them every day, then it's like a reminder for me that, hey, like I want to meet this by the end of the month. So, like, what do I need to be doing today to get me there? Because if you wait until it's like the 25th or something, then you don't really have time to do everything that you need to do to get there. So I like to set goals and write them down. I used to put them on a dry erase board, which I really want to get back to doing that because I honestly feel like I was doing better with my business when I was writing them on a dry erase board where I literally like saw them when I woke up and I saw them when I went to bed. Here lately, I've just been putting them like on a piece of paper like this. I know it's kind of hard to see. I just put them on a piece of paper and then I pin them in my planner. So I'm still seeing them every day, but I feel like I'm almost seeing them like too much because I'm not really ever like looking at them and thinking like, okay, like what did I do today to like get towards that goal? Since I'm seeing them so much, it's almost like I'm not really even looking at them like I should. So for me, I think writing things down like really kind of affirms what I'm wanting to accomplish and just kind of helps me plan out my weeks better. So, and I know I've talked about this before, but I just wanted to talk about it again because I feel like it's extremely important, especially if you're trying to hit Success Club every month or if you're trying to make a certain rank by a certain date. You definitely need to plan out what it's going to take to get you there to be sure that you actually get there. So before I go into more detail, I also wanted to say, like, I hadn't read this yet. It's the 12-week year. Have either of you read that book yet? I'm going to unmute you.
I am actually kicking myself right now because I just bought all those books and that was one that I really wanted to get and I just realized I
forgot. Okay. Have you read it, Rebecca?
No, I haven't.
Okay. Well, I haven't read it either. It's been sitting on my little coffee table here for like 2 months now because I just keep ordering more and more books and don't read it. But I know it's really good, especially like breaking down like your bigger goals to where instead of like saying by the end of the year, I want to be a 5-star diamond, like you break it down into like quarters, so 12 weeks at a time. And so then if you break it down into like 12 weeks, and you can break it down again into 4 weeks, and then, okay, like what do I need to be doing every week to get there? And it makes it a lot more manageable. So maybe I'll throw it out there to the group later, but maybe if everyone wants to make sure they order this book, maybe we can all read it together. I know I read a book with Emily, and I'm pretty sure quite a few other people on our team read it last fall. It was called Keep Your Love On, and we made like a special group just for that, and we kind of posted in there every day. Like we had like we were supposed to read certain chapters every week, and then we just followed up with each other there and like posted about our takeaways and everything. So I think maybe as a team, if we read that together and then talk about it, we could even like keep it in with our team calls every other week, or we could like have maybe shorter team calls every week and kind of talk about it that way. I'll just throw it out there later in a post and see what everyone thinks. But I think that might help us. So, so if you have, like, I know, Becca, you're cooking and stuff and you're in the car, so it's probably not very convenient. But if you have paper or your phone or anything, if you want to write stuff down, like I want you to think about right now, like, okay, today is May 2nd. So like, what are your goals for this month? Like, do you want to hit Success Club? Like, for me, like, in order to get invited to the Success Club party at Summit, I have to get 12 Success Club points this month. So that's my goal. Like my goal every month is 10. And last month I was at 8. I was really hoping that last 2 points would get there, and it didn't work out. But this month, like, I'm going to take it each week and I'm going to make it happen because I want to be sure that I get that invitation to that party at Summit. So my Success Club goal is Success Club 12. So I don't know if you can see, like, I write down Success Club and then I have like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 in little boxes. So I can literally, like, when I get the first 2 points, I literally cross it off in like every single one. And I'll even write the person's name on there just to be sure, like, I'm keeping track and that what's in my online office is correct, because sometimes they make mistakes. So you want to be sure that you're keeping up with your points and what you think you're supposed to have. So the next thing that I put for goal for each month is new PS coaches. So my goal is to sign up 5 new coaches every month. That's kind of like a lofty, challenging goal for me. But I mean, I want to be a full-time coach in the next 2 years. So if I'm going to do that, then I've got to be finding those people that are just like us, who really want to, like, be in charge of their own life and have that flexibility, and who are really in this for the long haul. So for a while, I really got into the habit of just signing discount coaches all the time, and that is not going to get me to where I want to be. Like, yeah, discount coaches are great and they're going to help for a certain amount of time, but if you're wanting to go full time, like I'm pretty sure both of you are, like, you've got to be reaching out and trying to talk to those people who you think are going to be like your people. So that's the second part. And then I have a goal for all of you to be hitting Success Club every month, because part of the leadership ladder is having a certain number of your personally sponsored coaches with Success Club points every month. So if you are moving up the leadership ladder, then the rank stuff is going to follow, if that makes sense. And I know we've talked a little bit about the leadership ladder before. I don't really want to get into a lot of the details about it. I know there's a FAQ up there if you're unsure, and Kelsey did a team call about it. If you want to, like, scroll back through her videos and her team page, she has a video that was really good. So then I write down my personal development goals, like what books am I going to read and, like, start and finish, and I make sure I actually finish them. For this month, I have, what am I reading? This one, How to Win Friends and Influence People, which is supposed to be really good for, like, building relationships and really knowing how to communicate with people, which I feel like is an area that I really need to improve in. So I'm reading that, and I'm also reading, this book. It's Tony Robbins. It's called Unshakable, Your Financial Freedom Playbook. So it's really about, like, how to become financially stable and, like, what you should be investing your money in. So that first book is more on the, like, personal side, and this is more, like, I don't know, just, like, learning and trying to, like, develop myself as a whole person. So I don't know about y'all, but, like, more technical books like that, like, if I'm going to read something like that, I have to have something that's also going to stimulate my mind, like, emotionally, and help build my confidence, and, like, something along those lines. Like, I can't just read about the investment things, because I'm not really getting as much out of it as I need every day as far as personal development goes. And so my next goal that I set for myself every month is a personal volume per week, which I have as 300 per week. So personal volume is your personal sales. So, like, your customers who are ordering, either, like, their monthly Shakeology counts towards that, like, whatever week it falls during the month. If you sign up new challengers, their orders count for that. So my goal is 300 per week. And most of the time, if you're hitting that 300 per week, you're going to be on the leaderboard for DFG. So every week, Lindsay puts out a leaderboard for volume and Success Club points, I think. And most of the time, if you're in the 300s, like, you're on that board. And I don't know if y'all realize it, but there's like 8,000 people or even way more than that in DFG. So if you're making it onto that leaderboard, like, you are really working it. Like, you're doing really good. So even though it may not seem like a lot, like 300 doesn't sound like a lot. Okay, you get 90 from a Shakeology HD order. And then for a challenge pack, I think you get like 180 or something maybe. It varies. But I have it set as that, but like in April, like I'll just give you an example. Like in April, like the first week of April, I had 285. So I was really close. And then the second week, I had 510. So I met my goal. The third week, I only had 180. And then the last week, I had 375. So I hit my PB goal 2 out of the 4 weeks, which is improvement for me because in the past, I've only been meeting it like maybe once out of the month. And I don't know. I feel like that's just another way you can measure like how well you're doing personally because, I mean, we know like you can't depend on all of your coaches on your team to do everything for you. Like, that's not the way this works. Like, you have to do the work yourself. You have to be the example. You have to be willing to do the things that you're going to ask your team to do. So if you're setting those goals for yourself, then you know that, okay, I'm asking my team to do this stuff. Like, you can say, am I doing the same things that I'm asking them to do? And then I also put on here our team calls when we're supposed to have them because I'm really bad about getting super busy and wanting to push them off or wanting to skip them. So I made a point to put that on my goals list. I did it last month and I did it again this month. So, and I also put in on my goal sheet like rank advancements for you guys because I know if it's a goal for you and if it's important to you, then I want to remember that. I want to know like, okay, Becca is pushing for diamond. Like, she's wanting this so bad. So I need to remind myself every day that she's pushing for that too and think, okay, what can I do for her today? What does she need from me that's going to help her reach that goal? Or like Rebecca, like you're pushing for emerald. Like, what do I need to do? Like, what are you struggling with that I could help you with? So I'll put those on there too, just so I don't forget. And I mean, if there's anything that I haven't mentioned that you want to work on, then tell me, like, and I will figure out a way to help you to get better at that, whatever it is. So I'm going to unmute y'all. Did all that make sense? I feel like I rambled a lot. But
yeah. I like that idea too of like putting down our goals also because I think I'm going to start doing that too for my people.
Yeah, because it's hard. Like, we talk about it, but then like you get super busy with your stuff and your
right,
goals, and then you forget like, okay, like what does my team need from me now? Because like even like me and Rebecca, like we should still be spending the majority of our time on our own business, but we still like since we have a team under us, we have to help them when they're wanting our help. And
right.
you just have to be careful not to switch into that mode of thinking like, okay, I got to help them, and put your business on the back burner because you've still got to focus on yours first.
Right.
Yeah, and it's like I said in my my intro to, I feel like I get like self-centered on me and my business, and I don't check on anybody. So, that's one thing that I said I wanted to start doing was checking on people,
Yeah.
So
it definitely helps because if people know that you're there, then they're going to be way more comfortable reaching out to you if they have a problem with something, or they're going to be more comfortable telling you like and being confident in you, and that if they tell you something that you're going to remember and that you're going to ask them about it and you're going to check on them. So it kind of just all flows like one thing to another. So like if there's anything that I can be doing to help you guys reach your goals, like please reach out, like post it in the group, call me out, wherever, I don't care. Like if you need something from me, you just tell me because I feel like I don't know. For some reason, I feel like I haven't really like been there for everyone as much as I could. So if you all ever have any feedback, like at all, like on areas you're struggling with, if you want to talk about something specific on a future call, or if you want me to do some research and like find some good resources on certain things, like just let me know, and I'm more than willing to do any of that.
Yeah, that's kind of like I'll check in on my coaches, but I struggle with checking in on my challengers. Like just because, especially like most of mine that I get don't continue Shakeology, and they just kind of like do it for a month and then they just fall off, and I forget to check on them because I don't see them in a group and stuff.
Right.
So I've got to get better at that.
Yeah, I agree. I'm the same way. The best thing I can do, I try to really make sure and tell people, like, okay, look, like, when you start this, if I am seeing your face, if I'm seeing your posts in our group, if you're really trying and you really want this, I will be there for you 100%. But if you're in the group, but you never post, you never comment on anything, you never ask me if you have questions, it's going to be really hard for me to remember to check on you because I'm not seeing you. So
Right.
I would just try to be like as clear as possible. Like, I know some people are more comfortable than others with like posting pictures and sharing with the group and everything, but you are going to get out of this what you put into it. Because, and I even say, like, if you're not comfortable posting in the group, like, just send it to me. Like, I have a girl who is not comfortable taking pictures and posting them whatsoever, but she'll text me every day and be like, just did my workout, and that works for her.
Yeah.
So just like be as flexible as you can with people, but also just know that like it's not 100% up to you. Like, you're not going to make them do it. If they don't want to, they're not going to. And I feel like all we can do is make sure that we're sharing in the group about how great everything has been for us. Like, even if you feel like you're repeating yourself, like, people, we need to share more about why Shakeology is so good. Because
I know, we really do.
Even people who have been drinking it for like 2 or 3 months now, like, they don't realize what they're actually putting into their body compared to everything else out there. So if we're communicating that enough, people are going to stick with it. They're not going to drink it for a month and then quit. Like,
right.
Unless it's like a money issue, which my thing is still like, if it's really important to you, you'll find a way to be able to afford it. But like, because when I started, one of the main reason I was hesitant to buy Shakeology in the first place is because I thought I couldn't afford it. I was like, I just graduated from college. I was getting ready to start grad school. I knew I wasn't going to be working and I wasn't going to have a lot of money. But I was like, I've got to at least try it because I'm a coach. So how can I be a coach and not have tried it? So I bought a bag, and then I was just like, I refuse to not be able to afford this. I was like, all I have to do is like sell a couple of challenge packs every month and I'll pay for it.
Right.
So it's possible. But I mean, do you all write your goals down like that, or have you just kind of been like have them in your head?
I mean, I personally, when we did that Push to Diamond or whatever that group was, I wrote down my stuff then. And I mean, I have it in my notes on my phone, but I don't look at it. I've been meaning to make a dream board because I know that would be really good for me, but I need to make the time to do it.
I need to do the same thing.
I actually have mine wrote down in my fitness like calendar thing that I have.
Okay.
So, I look at them, but I don't know. I don't feel like I push hard enough on them,
Right. Like, do you know if you're, like, are you doing the vital behaviors every day?
I will tell you, I have slacked off on like fighting, and I'm having a hard time. How do y'all, especially y'all two, how do you present the coaching opportunity? Because I feel like when I present it, everybody's like, "Whoa, hell no!" You know, like I don't know.
I present it as a discount.
Do you?
Yeah, like anybody that I talk to, every single person that I talk to, I'm like, okay, well, just so you know, I can sign you up as a discount coach, and I do discount coach like slash VIP member, so they don't get thrown off by the coach part. And then I'll be like, and you'll save 20% on your Shakeology and all your other stuff, and just go on about like how great it is. And then they're like, well, might as well.
Yeah,
Okay.
I do the same thing, and then I also like I will, even if I add people as a discount coach, I will add them to our team page. I won't add them to all of them, but like if I have somebody who's like, I want to do this, I want to build this business, then I will add them like to my page, to Emily's page, to Kelsey's, all the way up, whatever. And but I've been doing another like a push to diamond training, but then they decided to include like current diamonds that are pushing for star diamond. It's like a 6-week training. I think we're on week 3. I had to pay $25 to do it, and in there you're supposed to invite someone to the coaching opportunity every single day. And for me, that is really, really hard. Like, inviting to the coaching opportunity is the hardest thing for me, because I feel like you need to either be joining as a challenger at the same time or already be a challenger. It's really hard for me to reach out to people who have no idea about Beachbody and don't do the programs, don't drink Shakeology or anything. But with this group, I have gotten better with that, just because I've kind of slacked off here in like the last few days. But like just literally I went through like all the contacts on my phone, and then I started like going through my Facebook friends, and I was like, okay, who do I know that I get along with? We have a lot in common. I know that when they do something, they work really hard at it, and somebody who I know would absolutely kill this business, but they probably have no idea that they could actually do it. Because in my mind, I feel like everyone out there knows that if they want to do this, all they have to do is tell me. But in reality, most people have no idea that they could do this too. Like, they have no idea. And I have really realized that with this group, because I've reached out to a lot of people and said like, hey, I usually phrase it, I usually say like, hey girl, you might not be interested in this at all, and that is 100% okay. Just be totally honest with me. But I think you would be really great at this, and I've been trying to find new people who I think would be awesome at this and who I would love to have on my team, and you were one of the first people I thought of. Have you ever considered coaching, or would you at least be interested in learning some more about it? And a lot of them will say, I have never thought about that before, but I'll definitely hear you out and learn a little bit more about it. And the best thing with that was the sneak peek that Lindsay and Tony did a couple weeks ago. I invited a bunch of people to that, and then I tried to follow up with them after, and a lot of them like either didn't have time to get on, or like they just never really got back to me. But I feel like I at least opened that door. Like, even though they like nothing ever came out of it, like I at least opened the door. They have the link to the video, and even though I've asked them about it, so now when I post about it more, they're going to notice it more. And I also invited a girl who, she actually does my eyebrows at home when I'm at home. But she just has the best heart of anyone that I've ever met. I just love her to death. And I have talked to her about Beachbody before. She's never been interested. And I just sent her a message, like I just said, that I think she would be amazing at it, and I would love to talk to her about it. And she literally came back and told me, she was like, I will pray about this and let you know. She was like, that is the best answer I can give you right now. Because she knew I had asked her about it several times. So I guess she was like, okay, I'll at least consider it. And I was like, that is the best answer that you could give me, because that I couldn't ask for you to do anything more than that. And I actually saw her when I was at home this weekend, and then she texted me today just to tell me that it was really good to see me, and she was so happy to see me happy, that I seemed really happy and everything. And she said, P.S. I've still been thinking about what you asked me about a few weeks ago. And so, like, she's still thinking about it. And it might be another year, 6 months or a year before she finally decides she really wants to do it. But, like, that door is open, and she knows that it's an option. So I literally just told her, I was like, I'm so glad you're still thinking about it. Like, if you ever decide you want more information or you want to talk about it more, you just let me know. So I feel like that's all you can do, really.
Okay.
I also kind of look at people that like are already in the gym too. I reached out to, it was actually the first person I've ever messaged about just coaching, and because she was already in the gym and stuff. And I mean, she said she was going to think about it, and that, you know, she hadn't before, but she wanted more information about it, and I gave it to her, and she's going to think about it. So
yeah, that's a good idea too. I do the same thing. And a lot of people, like, the biggest thing with inviting, like, to challenge groups and to coaching and everything is, like, just send them and then don't sit there and wait for a reply. Like, send them and don't think about it anymore. Like, if they never write you back, like, whatever. Like, you tried. Like, I feel like I don't care how annoying people think I am, because I just know I have literally had people tell me, Allison, you saved my life. Like, all because I invited them to join a challenge group. Like, they would literally probably not be here today if it wasn't for that. And so because of that, I don't care if people think I'm annoying, and I don't care if they don't get it, because that's their loss. Like,
yep.
You've got, I don't know. Like, I know that sounds terrible, but, like, I'm sorry if you don't get this, but you're missing out. That's what I want to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes I just have to, like, really get into my personal development and remind myself, like, this stuff works. It's great. They should want to do it. So I'm going to invite them and not really care what they think. Because if they hear me out, they're going to know what I know, and they're going to want to do it.
Exactly.
So.
So, I don't want to keep y'all on here forever. I feel like we could talk for a long time. But I want you guys to sit down tonight or tomorrow, whenever you have a minute, and write down your goals on a piece of paper somewhere. I don't want you to commit to them. Like, if you say you're going to hit Success Club this month, do it. Like, stop putting it off. Stop being lazy about it. If you want it, go and get it. Okay? Like, I made myself so mad because I only made it to 8 last month. I didn't hit 10 like I wanted to. And I literally thought that I had to have it last month to make it to the Success Club party. I was wrong about the rules. Okay? So I was, like, pissed because I thought I missed it. Okay? But I didn't. And there's a reason, because I'm going to get it this month. Like, without a doubt, I am calling it right now. Like, I'm going to hit Success Club 12. I'm going to sign 5 new coaches this month. 4 of y'all are going to hit Success Club yourself.
I'm hitting Success Club 8 this month because I'm going to the party too.
Okay, both of y'all are hitting Success Club, plus 2 others. Hopefully Ashley and Macy. Macy had 4 last month, so she was almost there. So you just got to commit to it, you guys. Like, you have to commit to it with everything in you. You have to pull every little piece of doubt that's in your mind. You have to pull it out and just throw it out the window, because if you have any doubt in your mind that you can't, then you're not going to do it. You're not going to do it. Like, for some reason, I keep thinking lately, I'm like, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to make this a full-time job. Like, this little voice keeps coming into my head. Like, I'm going to be stuck in this job that I don't want to do for the rest of my life. And every time I have that thought, I just have to throw it out. And I'm like, you know, if you're thinking that, it's definitely not going to happen. So I got to get better about affirmations. I have made the Post-it notes. Where are they? What did I do? They're in my other notebook. Okay. I have these little Post-it notes of the affirmations that they gave us in our Star Diamond Push group. And I'll post them in the group right after this, I promise. And I need to say them every single day because it says, I'm a great leader. I'm a CEO. What are the other ones? Obviously, I haven't said them enough because I can't remember. What is this? I will share this opportunity boldly today. What is the other ones? I can't think what the other ones are. There's like 5 or 6, but I'll post them. And I want you to post these. I want you all to say these too. Put them on your mirror, on your bathroom mirror. When you get up in the morning, say them to yourself. And when you're washing your face before you go to bed, say them again. Okay? Because you can do. I'm getting like on a rant here. I swear. Okay. You think you can. Like, I don't know how else to like say it. Like, I wish everyone was on this call right now because I feel like everyone needs to hear this, because if you have any ounce of doubt in your mind, then you're not going to do it. And the thing about it is, especially with like Success Club and stuff, like, just commit that you're going to do it and make it happen. Like, I don't care if it is the last day of the month and you're at 0. I don't care. Like, you can still do it, because I was at the last day of the month and I was at -2 and I did it. It's possible. It is possible. You're going to work your ass off, but it's possible. And the thing about it is, it's not even about that. Like, yeah, I ended up hitting Success Club that month and that was awesome. But the thing about it is those 3 people that started, that are still in our group, they're still going strong. They're still there. And if I hadn't busted my ass to get them, I don't know where they would be right now. They'd probably still be miserable with themselves. So, yeah, I had another point, but I can't remember what it was. We have 6 minutes and 20 seconds before it's going to cut us off. But I swear I had another point, and now I don't remember what it was. Oh, Becca, did you see Kelsey's comment about if you want to be recognized as a certain rank by Summit, you have to be it by next Thursday, not this
next Thursday?
Thursday, yes.
Okay. I wasn't sure what she was talking about. I saw that, but I wasn't sure.
So for Summit,
okay,
cut off. Like, you have to be whatever rank by this date for you to be recognized as that at Summit. So, like, which I guess.
What day is that?
I guess it really counts more for me for, like, because once you hit Diamond, you're Diamond. But, like, for me to be, like, when you go Diamond, like, I'll be 1 star, but will be 1 star qualifying. Like, you'll have to hold your Diamond rank for 6 weeks for me to officially be 1 star. So I would have to start my qualification next Thursday, which is the 11th. Yeah. So.
Okay.
I know you can do that.
Well, it's written down. It's happening.
Yeah. You're going to do it.
I've been working so hard. I really wanted it by March, but it's happening this month.
Yes. You're going to do it, I promise. I know you are. Erica is Emerald if she would just get her people active.
I know.
And
she can totally do it. Megan can totally do it. Like I'm counting on them. Guys, if you listen to this recording, I'm counting on you.
They've got to do this. All she's got to do, all they have to have is 50 PB to be active. But they've got to hold it. So,
and but it goes back to, we've got to talk about Shakeology more.
Yes, because people have to stay active. They have to have that order. So, but that's like when you hit it, like, you're going to hit it either next Thursday or this coming Thursday or the Thursday after. One of those 2 Thursdays, I'm going to be making a post saying Becca's a diamond. Okay?
Yeah.
And you can't settle after that. Because
heck no.
You can't settle because if something happens and then Erica or Megan decide, oh, I'm not going to do this anymore. Like, you got to have your people. You got to find your people.
I know.
Like, I feel like I'm just starting to find my people with you guys. Like, you feel like it's such a slow process because you feel like, oh, I'm like recruiting so many people, but then they just fall off. Those aren't your people. Those aren't the people that are in it for the long haul. That's not your tribe. That's not your group that you're going to go on all these trips with and that you're going to have retreats with and you're going to do all these awesome things. Like, you'll find your people. You just can't give up. You just can't give up. So, I think I rambled for long enough.
Yeah, we're probably going to get cut off here in a second.
3 minutes. We have 3 minutes. Do you have any questions or want to talk about something else later? I can make videos for later. So,
post those affirmations.
I will. I promise I will. Do you all think it's more helpful, like, if I post videos to the team page to talk about things or to, like, make a post about it?
I think it depends on what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, if it's kind of complicated, a video's better, you know?
Right. Okay. Because I try to share with you guys, like, all of the stuff that I see in, like, other groups. And I know a lot of it's probably repetitive, like you see it, like, in Lindsay's page or Kelsey's or whoever. But I just feel like it's important just to make sure everyone sees it because I'm not sure exactly who is actually in what groups. So I try to share everything. But I'm going to try really hard to start sharing more videos to the team page just to, like, keep everybody pumped up and keep everybody pushing forward because I think sometimes we just need that. Like, you got to hear somebody and see their face and, like, to really get energized and be ready to
Yeah.
So,
I'm reading about that in my book right now.
all right, we have less than a minute, so it's going to cut us off. But this was really good. I'm really glad we did this. Is Tuesday be better? Can we do, like, should we change it from Sunday to Tuesday? What do y'all think?
It doesn't. I mean, sometimes I work on Sundays, sometimes I work on Tuesdays. So for me, it's hit or miss.
Yeah, same here.
Okay, well, we'll see because I know sometimes on Sunday, like, we're all busy getting ready for the week and trying to meal prep and all that it just kind of doesn't work. So we'll see. We'll figure something out. All right. Thanks, guys.
All right. Bye.
Bye.